I was diagnosed in 2000 with stage 3 inflammatory breast cancer. That was difficult to hear. Well, I had a lump on my breast. I found it. And then I didn't really think that it was breast cancer because we had no family history of it. So I went to my doctor. I was out of town. When I got back, I went to see my doctor, and she sent me to a specialist. And when she sent me to the specialist, I knew there was a problem. And a week later, he told me I had a, a 2 centimeter size tumor, which was stage 3 inflammatory breast cancer. When he did the biopsy on a Wednesday, I went back on a Tuesday, and it was already 8 centimeters. So he says it's a very aggressive nature and you need to be in treatment like a month ago. I just really didn't understand what he was saying. I went totally tone deaf. As a woman, you get so frightened because society is all about body image. So here I'm going to have no hair, no breast. And that was pretty hard pill to swallow because you're not really knowing the effects of the chemo, the effects of if you're in a relationship, what's that going to be like, the effects of cancer on your children. My children were really young, and in hindsight, I wish I had gotten them someone to talk to. After a few treatments of neuropathy, I'll say a few years of chemotherapy, excuse me, I got neuropathy in my feet. And I would be at home walking on my tippy toes because it would feel better. And then I realized since I'm doing that, I might as well wear high heels. So that's what I started doing. And then as far as the hair, I had to take control of that because I had locks at the time. My hair was pretty long. And it was just falling out piece by piece, bits in chunks. And I just couldn't deal with that. So what I did was I took a razor and I shaved my head completely bald. I etch a sketched on some eyebrows and I pretended like I had lashes and, just penciled in all of that stuff. So that's how I did it and just started wearing my heels. Just learning different tricks with the makeup. It took a while to perfect it because sometimes it looked like it was just a line drawn across my eyes. But then I perfected it a little better and learned how to make it look like maybe I did have eyebrows. And but at home, I used to have a lot more fun with it. I would draw like tic-tac-toe or lightning bolts and things like that. And my children would be like, Ma, I think he's getting a little carried away. But it's okay. And just, you know what? Getting your sexy back. Because every woman thinks that when we get a diagnosis like this, that thing, your sexuality falls to the back burner. And I'm here to tell you that it should not. My friends and my family, and then my new family at Cancer Treatment Centers of America. It's like when I'm there, I'm not by myself. And I can go by myself, but I'm never alone. And that helped me a lot. My oldest sister was there for my surgery, for one of my surgeries, which was very important. My girlfriends are like my sisters. They are so awesome. My sisters are really, they try to support as much as possible. Everybody does. So I get it little bits. And my grandchildren have made a world of difference. In the last 5 years, I got 5 grandchildren. So, and 2 daughter-in-laws. So it's been really an awesome journey. And then complete strangers. If you follow me on Facebook, Dawn in Real Time, complete strangers are praying for you, sharing stories with you and the like. And it's awesome because we're just talking about life, everyday life, and the things and the challenges that we deal with breast cancer. The motto I live by is live, love, walk sexy, which means live in the moment, love yourself, mind, body, spirit, and walk sexy with your full feminine power and sexuality. And I think it's important for us to not forget who we are. What I've learned with all the wonderful things that we have at Cancer Treatment Centers of America is how to be kind, loving, and more gentle to me, to myself as a woman. I'm like, they do all of these wonderful things, but how am I treating myself? So I had to take a look at that, and I started learning how to be more loving of myself and not require so much and not be so hard on myself. I've been thriving for the last 14 years with my cancer diagnosis. I became stage 4. I've been living with stage 4 breast cancer for 7 years. And I would suggest to any woman, you can scream, cry, kick your feet, but then you have to come up with a plan for yourself and be open to all possibilities, changing the way you think, changing the way you eat, get rid of the stress in your life, and take one day at a time, and don't forget to laugh. This is hard. This is extremely hard. I wore prosthesis for 18 months, and I had a double D breast size. So imagine one side was flat for about 6 months while I had this big breast on the other side. And then I was able to wear prosthesis for the other 12 months, which made a big difference. But I did find out something really funny about it that I had to laugh. I was trying to swim in the beach, and it was like a flotation device. So I couldn't really get down under the water. And I say, those are the things that sometimes you just have to laugh at. I don't give cancer the power over me anymore. I was so afraid of dying of cancer that I just had to relinquish it and say, you know what? I don't wake up every day to fight cancer. I wake up every day to live.